we're cruising through the Grand River Valley and back at a place that we discovered, I think, 2 or 3 years ago with Gene here. It's called the Red Eagle Distillery, and everyone grows grapes out here in the valley. Everyone makes wine, but you're doing a little something different when we discovered you a couple years ago.
Wine's brought a lot of tourists out here, so it's a good place to have something different from just wine. And so we started making whiskey. And that's what we're doing today. We're making rye whiskey. Got all the elements of it together, from the fermenting tubs we cooked last week to a tank of mash that we're cooking this morning. And we're drawing alcohol off the still right now from the mash. We're filling barrels, so we've got all the processes going.
Okay, so last time I was here, we got a good look at the still, and you were making whiskey at the time, right?
Right.
So you're still making whiskey?
Yes.
And you're also making some vodka now, I hear.
We're making vodka as well. Yes, we make vodka from grapes. We'll be introducing that this year.
Doesn't somebody in France do that already?
There is, yes.
Yeah.
A couple of good terms for that.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so we got some guys over here working a little bit. This is like the beginning. This is the first thing you do?
You know, this is the end. This is a mash of rye and corn that we cooked last week on Thursday. Mm-hmm. We're going to put it in the pot. We already have one in the pot this morning, another this afternoon, and we're going to bring it to a boil.
What's going on in the big pot?
We're making a new mash of fresh corn and rye and malts.
So that would be what this is?
It's going to be the starting point of this, yes. We'll add yeast to it at the end of the day, and it'll start bubbling. This is the end of fermentation, so you see just a small spurious bubbling in the fermenter.
Mm-hmm. So you walk in upstairs. It's a beautiful red barn place right on South River Road.
Yeah.
And it's set up with tables and a bar because people can come here and they can buy your product, they can sample your product. And then when you walk in, you get that smell in your nose. What's that smell you get?
It's kind of like bread.
Yeah.
And it's also like beer, because to make whiskey, start with beer. People don't think about that, but we really brew beer. We just take grain and water and brew it together and then ferment it. That's the starting point of beer. We don't add hops, but then instead of hopping it and putting it in bottles, we cook it and separate out the alcohol. On Sunday, we made whiskey, and they're putting 120 proof finished rye whiskey here in the barrel. And it seems odd you would distill it up to around 150, 160 proof, but the government doesn't want you putting it in a barrel above 125 proof. So we added some spring water to it and brought it down to around 120 proof, and we're putting it in new 25-gallon barrels. So,
you sample it ever?
Oh, every once in a while.
There you go. That's a good job.
Control.
That's a good job, right? So here's the booze.
that is.
There you go.
And it's clear. It's clear right now, but when it comes out of there, it's going to have a nice dark brown honey color that's come from the char in the barrels.
Let's go upstairs and check some out.
Okay.
Well, Gene, I guess the proof is in the pudding, and here we are. So what do we have here in front of us?
We have rye whiskey, brandy, bourbon, and our new Ready vodka.
This Ready vodka, it looks really great also. So what proof is this vodka?
It's going to be released at 80 proof.
At 80 proof. Okay, so we're standing up here. We're in the beautiful red barn. We're on, what's the name of the road?
South River Road.
South River Road. So don't get confused if you get on Doty Road when you jump off the highway, because Doty turns into South River Road.
It does, yes.
And when you come up here, the beautiful barn, the barn is beautiful. It's a red barn, but you've got you can see all the down into the distillery area. Beautiful place for people to hang out and have a good time. So I can buy this and take it home?
You can taste it, you can buy it and take it home. You can also sit here and consume cocktails and craft beer.
And you can do that 7 days a week, and I think on Friday and Saturday you're open till 11, right?
Yes, we are.
They open at noon, so check them out, Red Eagle Distillery. Thanks, Gene.
Thanks, Dave.